Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I found this Jund deck online and I gotta apologize to the original creator of this deck because I neglected to write down their name and so I can't properly credit them. But this deck kind of piqued my interest because it was playing 2 copies of Hidetsugu Consumes All. This is a card I don't see played too often, and I thought maybe it's now time for this card to shine. Because Chapter 1, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. So there's a lot of aggro decks and go wide decks that have tokens and 1 mana creatures that this definitely could hit. You know, Mono Red or Boros Convoke come to mind, as well as Mono White or White Blue Soldiers human decks. They all have a decent amount of cards that the first chapter could hit. And then Chapter 2, exile all graveyards. So any deck with reanimation or any sort of graveyard synergy, Chapter 2 can thwart those type of decks. And then Chapter 3, you get the 3/3 trample that you get a +1/+1 counter on it anytime it deals damage, any kind of damage. And if it deals 10 damage in 1 turn, that player loses. The creature side of this I don't think is going to come into play too often, but it's not a bad creature. Anyway, the rest of the deck in a Jund fashion is filled with all kinds of removal options. You have Cut Down, Anoint with Affliction, Go for the Throat, Tear Asunder, and Unleash the Inferno. All very wonderful choices for removal. And then you have Mosswood Dreadknight, Sentinel of the Nameless City, Glissa Sunslayer, and Bonehoard Dracosaur. All creatures that potentially could give you extra cards, so just great value. And also 2 copies of Sheoldred for good measure. There's 1 copy of Liliana of the Veil in here that just kept showing up, but there was only 1 in here. Also, as a note, this deck was created for best of 3, and I adjusted the deck a little bit during gameplay. So between games, you might see some cards that's not in here now, but I was testing out different cards for best of 1. Now, this deck did kind of have me in a bit of a conundrum. You could even say a Jund conundrum. I love Jund, and I think the Jund color combination has some potential, but usually whenever I release a video in the Jund colors, it gets really poor views. So I guess nobody else really likes these color combination. I don't know. So I was questioning whether to release this video or not, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do what I want to do. So anyways, that's all I have for this deck. With all these removals in a meta full of aggro decks, what could go wrong? Without any further ado, let's just get to those games. Another strange hand. Okay, I think we can keep this. Start off with tap land. Then we can either cut down or go for the throat if our opponent is playing any creatures. If not, then I guess we'll just keep on going. Which is farmhand, okay. So Orzhov. I don't think we... Dreadknight's nice on turn 2. Turn 3. Alright. Let's get Glissa out. See if they are running a bunch of removal or not. Seems like not. Can I draw a land? I can. I feel like they have an Iganjo. Depopulate. Okay. Okay, we'll go like this. Pass the turn. Archangel. Probably +1.
I have been reborn.
Yep.
We fight together.
We could go ahead and, I guess, kill Elspeth.
Even my new strength isn't enough.
Okay, so I'm assuming the building up to Kaya, possibly. Do they actually have? Well, I guess they can't play Ganjo, right? So. Alright, they have the go for the throat. It's unfortunate. Okay.
Follow my light. This is our fight to win.
We'll just go ahead and get rid of Archangel Elspeth for good.
The sun always rises again.
Alright, so do this.
A fight? And you think you can win? I'm tired of your secrets.
We'll get rid of the Sentinel. So go for the throat mate might have been a better choice, but end turn. Sunfall. Okay. Question. Hidetsugu Consumes All. I don't really have anything in the graveyard I care about. They don't have any cards in hand, so plussing one Lyanna is not all that exciting. Alright, it's just a turn. Okay. Let's see what they have. If it's a removal...
You won't be outsmarting me.
Okay. Kind of thought it was probably just land. Okay. End the turn. Alrighty.
For the sake of all Innistrad, my will must be fulfilled.
I could just
You
-2
are my
Liliana.
servant. I'm busy.
And then we have lethal. Pass. My turn. Yeah. I'm pretty sure all I have to do now is this.
I've always hated crowds.
Yep. There we go. That was a very Jundy game. Alright, on the play. It's a pretty good hand if I'm going up against a somewhat aggressive deck. Yeah, I'll start with the Ziatoria's Proving Ground. Mono blue. Well, alright then. Oh, Mire. Draw a card, you lose 1 life. Novice Occult. Okay. So, I'm assuming... they're kind of like a self-sacrifice.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Off you go.
So, they'll end up drawing a card, but hopefully they'll prevent them from doing some sort of sacrifice thing. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot going on. This one, I'm gonna get rid of the cut down.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Yeah, we'll pass a turn. Maybe they have a bunch of counter spells. Okay. Thirst for Discovery. Novice Occultist. Thirst for Discovery. Okay. A bunch of cards that draws you cards when they die. This a artifact? It is. Huh. So there was a stop, which makes me think they have a counter spell possibly. Wow.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Yeah, I don't know. Pass a turn. A very strange deck to go up against. Finally draw some land. We could -2.
One of your friends has to leave.
Unfortunately, like I said, Liliana's hurting us more than it's hurting them. So, kill it before they get a chance to draw. What was it? Another Kyrie. Okay. So Hidetsugu Kyrie, or it's what was it? Breach the Multiverse. All right. Well. Bonehoard Dracosaur. Or Hidetsugu Consumes All.
We all have things we'd rather.
Okay, yeah, it is Breach. They have to play it now. It's unfortunate. I was hoping to exile the graveyards before Breach, but Hidetsugu Kyrie, huh? Well, let's see. If we -2 Liliana, probably sack Hidetsugu Kyrie, right? Oh, let's see what they have.
Wipe that smug look off your face.
Do they have another Breach?
Off you go.
Yep. Okay. Was it Breach? Oh, because it's command. Alright, pass a turn. Go for the throat Kyrie before get sacrifice trigger. Go. Okay, they had it. Thirst for discovery. Cultist. Go ahead and get that block in. Sorry, I hit the mic. Okay, they did have a mic disappear. So, any removal, and we're kind of not in a good position. Each man. How do they get so much mana out? I think is, yeah, I kept a bad hand against this matchup anyway. Yeah, I don't know. On the draw with a not the most keepable hand. We'll try it. We got 27 lands, I think. 20. Yeah. 27 lands. So I was gonna say we should hit our land drops against dinosaurs. I want the creature more than the land. Though I guess cutting down the lore keeper might have been a priority. I don't know. And let's hope that they don't have removal. Probably do, but yep. It's actually a pretty good removal. Really? Let's just kill that dude. Alright, do we just Inferno the Hammer Skull, or just get Mosswood Dreadknight out, draw a card, get it out. Yeah, more land. I was hoping for different removal. Very unfortunate. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that block. Can't do it. Can't get it. Alright, well, we have to kill that. And I think that's it. Just drew too much lands. In fact, I think that's all we've drawn so far is lands, right? Everything else Head in hand. Yeah. This should have been a really good matchup for us. Unfortunately, we didn't draw the removal we needed. On the draw with a not keepable hand. Well, it's questionable, right? So this deck, you kind of want removal, but at the same time, it depends on what your opponent is. Makes me really realize that maybe this deck just does not work in best of one. We're gonna keep it, and hope that our opponent is more on the slower side of things. With the creature. I didn't feel a stop there, which makes me think they didn't have a Leyline Binding. Alright. So, two ways we can go. Liliana, making them discard, is a great way to attack the hand. But if they have the battle, get 2 lands plus a land, right? So 4 usually is a tap land. If they have untapped land, we're screwed. If they have untapped land, we're screwed. We could go Glissa instead. Okay. So, as long as they don't have untapped land next turn, should be a good Liliana turn next turn. Okay, they had the untapped land. Sunfall. Okay. I'll be honest, that was unexpected.
When I win, you're telling me what you know about the Raven Man. Don't overthink.
Okay, well. Yeah, I was afraid they would just have the Leyline Binding.
I knew this was a waste of time.
They have another removal. Unfortunately, Unleash the Inferno does not hit Leyline Binding. Let's see if we can hit land. We do. Of course they have it now. Okay. Maybe I should have held up a removal. All right. That. Okay. And if they play, gonna play with a keepable hand. Against soldiers, maybe? I think we just draw a card here. Try to keep mana and let's go for Glissa. Oh, okay. I was completely expecting it to be countered. I was gonna say because we have a backup Glissa. Okay, Seachrome Coast usually you see it in more aggressive decks than you do in control decks because it comes in tapped later on. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I probably should have played the Boseiju first and then played Glissa, but... Alright, so I'm not against a aggressive deck. It's so weird. Why are they playing Seachrome Coast?
Is wasted. You cannot win. You can be made to obey.
Alright, well, so here... we don't have the right removal. We don't have... we'll keep that on top. And if I remember... yeah. I'll attack here. Here. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
What you're thinking won't work.
But I'm assuming there's going to be a sweeper here. Unfortunately, we don't have any like hasty creatures that can get rid of Jace. Well, that makes me think they don't. They don't. Okay, so that means they have a. What's it called? Wandering Emperor. We need to draw lands, though, honestly. Next. Do we draw land? No. Do we need another Sentinel? Well, I guess if they sweep the board, we could use one, right? Nah, we'll get rid of it. We need lands. Memory Deluge. So maybe it was not a Wandering Emperor. Bluffed me pretty well.
Become subdued.
All right. Let's see what kind of removal they have. Ah, Ganjo. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cancel. I meant to go here.
Noise!
Oh, finally. Land. So I'm assuming they're gonna want to go for Memory Deluge. Okay. You know, I might as well. And if they have removal, they can't Memory Deluge. Like so. Alright, well, let's just get these guys down. Hey, I got land. Finally. Yeah, let's just do this. Go for the throat. It's probably not gonna do a whole lot here. Or it might. They might just throw down a hull breaker, or just decide get rid of the go for the throat. Who knows? But I figured they would go for the Memory Deluge and then some sort of sweeper removal, whatever. Probably not a sweeper against just a single Mosswood Dreadknight, though. So maybe the Dreadknight was the answer. Ironcrag, okay. Alright, if we attack in, how will it get removed? Another get lost. Let's draw a card. Okay. Resolve. Okay, and then draw land. Okay. Sunset Reverie. Okay. You know, we could Unleash the Inferno on one of these tokens and get rid of their Ironcrag. If that's a thing. Huh. Well, I don't think there's much else they're going to cut down. So we draw a land, we do, end the turn. Another Mire Deluge. Perfected Mind. Let's see, where am I at? 35. 35. Okay, so they're going for it.
I pull one thread, and your entire mind unravels.
Sunfall. If I didn't put a +1/+1 counter here, yeah. Okay. Let's get there. Mire Deluge. Unleash the Inferno. Destroy their Iron Crag.
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
Well, I mean, I guess if they have it, they have it. All they need is another Jace. Let's see here. How many cards do I have? 3? Yep.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people.
Yeah. This deck didn't do too well. Granted, it was a very small sample size, and maybe I was just going through a losing streak, but it was just really weird. I didn't really go up against any aggro decks. It's just kind of weird, you know, you get all your removal when you're going up against the deck that doesn't have creatures, and then when you go up against a deck that's creature heavy, you don't draw any of your removals. It happens. But overall, playing this deck, it made me feel like this deck was definitely built for best of 3, not best of 1. Granted, I did change the deck around a little bit to see if I can kind of fit it into best of 1, but it's not quite there yet, but I feel like the idea is pretty good. I was planning on deleting this video, but, you know, maybe some people would like to enjoy watching creators, you know, have a hard time with the deck they're using. As for how to improve this deck, I'd have to test it out a little bit more and see which way the meta goes, but overall, it can be a fun deck, just not my day today. Anyways, that's all I have for today, so I hope you enjoyed the video. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And remember, have fun playing Magic, and I'll see you in the next video.